Hey, y'all. Hey, friends. I hope y'all are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. This is Toni with Eat and Travel with Toni. And like I said, welcome back. This is a reintroduction, just to let y'all know. So like I said, welcome back. I wanted to, of course, to talk about my journey and what I'm currently doing. I'm hoping to inspire some of you to, of course, possibly do the same if this is something that you're interested in. Because, of course, on this channel, of course, you've seen me baking, you've seen me cooking, sharing the food that I love to cook in the kitchen and being silly and dancing around and all that kind of stuff. But I've been dreaming of something bigger. And that's traveling, exploring, and sharing adventures with you all. So before I get all the way into this, make sure that you, of course, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to receive all the videos that upload from this point here on out. So, because like I said, this is a reintroduction because I know I've been on this channel for about a year and a half, 2 years now, something like that. And of course, yes, I've done a little bit of traveling. I think one or two cruises, I think now. Well, since this channel has started, I have 5 cruises up under my belt, but I have some more that's coming. So like I said, I definitely want to talk to y'all about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and like I said, to hopefully inspire some of y'all to do the same if that's what you want to do with your life. I guess I put it that way. But like I said, I've definitely been dreaming of something bigger. I've always been the person in the family who, of course, wanted to explore, wanted to adventure, wanted to go see things. I always want to see things. I guess I put it that way. As a kid growing up, we didn't travel at all. Of course, going to family's house in the same city or no more than 20 miles maybe away. I mean, yes, that's if you want to consider that traveling. I guess it can be traveling too. But like I said, I didn't take my first trip at all until I was in my mid to late 20s. I did put that blog on it, that vlog, whatever it's called, podcast vlog. That's on this channel too if you want to hear it and check it out. And like, what in the world is going on? Why should you wait that long? I tell you all that in the video. But like I said, I definitely have always had a love for traveling. Like I said, from my earliest time watching on TV, I think it was National Geographic, seeing stuff in the encyclopedia, seeing places in the dictionary, places I had never heard of before. And of course, as I went to school and that kind of thing as well, meeting folks from different places, somebody that was Chinese, somebody that was, of course, Indian or from India, I guess I put it that way. So I met people in college that was from Puerto Rico, Belize, all these places that I had never even been to. So I'm just like, I've seen this stuff. Like I said, I've seen like different like little clips on TV back in the day when we had like Channel 9 and stuff like that, when they'll show you these places. Or I don't think the Travel Channel was out then, but I think it was National Geographic. There was another kind of show that talked about stuff like that too. I can't think of it right now, but like I said, just hearing and seeing those things, and of course meeting people from these places. Like I said, I've always wanted to travel. That's something that I wanted to do since I was a little kid. And like I said, I'm trying to make that possible. Yes, I'm scared as hell because, of course, I'm a full-time employee. I'm a social worker. I work with our senior, older adults, our seniors, in sort of like the end of life care. I guess I put it that way. I facilitate caregiver support groups. That's what I do for my job every day. I put it that way. I facilitate caregiver support groups 11 times a month. I have 11 groups a month. I meet with people on the phone or on Zoom or in person, sometimes who are going through a crisis, you can say, on our intake line. I do that as well. And like I said, I do whatever else is necessary, fill in for people and that type of thing too. And like I said, I'm learning these things, and not learning those things, but I'm learning more about what Tanetta wants to do, what I want to do with my life. And what have been holding myself back from. Like I said, definitely, yes, I've always said I want to travel. Everybody in my family and people that know me personally have always known that I've always said that since I was started first grade. And like I said, I've always also put up different roadblocks. I don't have enough money. I don't have the support. I'm scared to travel on my own because of the crime and all these things that you hear on the news. And like I said, I had to recently, I had to just go ahead and take that leap, y'all. Like I said, that's why I was doing this video. I had to just go ahead and take that leap. Like I said, I want to reintroduce myself and let you know what's coming next. Like I said, y'all have seen me on her baking, cooking in the kitchen, all that type of thing, and a few little trips here and here, every now and then. So, of course, I'm Toni. I'm a foodie. I'm a home baker. Home cook, of course, as well, and a traveler at heart, y'all. I've always been a traveler at heart. Like I said, if you know it well, you may not know any of my family, but if you talk to any of them, they will tell you she's always wanted to do that. Always, always, always. That's what they've known me for. For years, I wanted to explore the world, but life, money, and work always got in the way. that's what I was just saying, y'all. Yes, the money, the work, it has gotten in the way, and those are excuses. Not saying, well, I can't say they're full of excuses because, of course, I do have to work in order to, of course, pay the bills. That's the only thing I have right now that does pay the bills. Yes, I have my own cookie business, cookies and ish. I'll put that information in the description too, but it does not make enough for me to pay a bill. Well, maybe a bill, but not all the bills, I guess, so I can lay my head somewhere. So it does not create, it does not make that kind of income at all. I put it that way. But of course, it's one of my other loves too. Something that I love to do, something that I love to create in the kitchen, just be myself, and something that has helped me heal over the years, and of course release the stress and the frustrations and all that kind of stuff from the traumas and the dramas, and including the work on traumas and dramas too. So like I said, I've always had that. That's a gift that God's given me, and I'm going to use that gift until I can't use it no more. I guess I put it that way. But like I said, definitely traveling is something that I've always wanted to do. But like I said, yes, the work has in some ways gotten in the way. The money has, of course, gotten in the way. If y'all know anything about social workers, we don't make that much. I've been in the social work field 26 plus years now. We're going on 27, be 27 next year in 2026. I don't make above $50,000 at all. I never have. And like I said, in this field, coming from Missouri all my life, I've been in Arizona for 3 years now. This is the highest wages I've ever made. And it's not even, it's like low 40s, I would say, which is still some, of course, income to, of course, pay bills and that kind of thing. But like I said, before I came here, I was still making 30, 20 something, like mid 30s. Like I said, yes, it was the money getting in the way too, because I don't have enough money to, of course, or didn't have enough money to, of course, put aside to do these things. But like I said, I'll be going over how I'm going to do this with y'all. So put it that way, because I have no damn idea as of right now. But I know I have to save. I know I have to figure out ways to finagle money and that kind of thing. So I can, of course, take trips. I guess I put it that way, because like I said, that's something that I've been dying to do, wanting to do. And I'm like, I'm almost 50 years old and I have not done the shit yet. Something's going to have to give. I just turned 49, I guess in September. And I'm like, this ain't going to work. I'm tired of doing what the hell I'm doing, because of course, I love that my job is my investor. I've always said that. They're my first investor in my business and in anything else I want to do. I love that I have that. But I'm tired of dealing with the same things over and over again. I want to do something that I can be proud of, that I can say I've adventured and saw what I want to see and all the things that I've dreamed about since I was a kid. Yes, like I said, I'll keep doing what I'm doing at this present time. I guess I put it that way because I have no other choice. But I got to do something different, y'all. And I got to see if I take this route and I take this big old leap like I already have, if this will work out in some kind of way that I can, of course, create some content, which I have been doing for years now, actually. This is not my only channel. Eat and Travel with Toni is not my only channel. The first channel that I still have, is Toni the Clay. Is just my name. Of course, like I said, I'm a social worker. I'm a certified life and relationship coach. So a lot of stuff I've talked about over the years have been, of course, dealing with trauma, healing, mindset, life issues, relationships. I love talking about relationships. So on my other channel, I'll put that in the description too, so you can check it out just in case there's something that you need some help on. I guess I put it that way. But I talked about, of course, all my lessons in life and in the traumas I've been through and the dramas I've been through, not just at home, but in the office. And of course, like I said, in relationships, I talk about all those. I'm very open and honest and transparent. Always have been. Some folks may not want to hear it, but that's what I want to get off my chest. And of course, not just get off my chest, but I know there's folks out there that need that information and that need the lessons that I'm sharing in order for them to heal and transform too. That's why I have that channel. I've been having that channel since 2018, actually. So I guess it's 7 years now. So like I said, I'll put that in the description. So if you want to check it out, check it out. But like I said, I've all these things, I got off on a tangent, y'all. I do that a lot. Just bear with me, y'all. But like I said, for years, I've always wanted to explore. I've always, like I said, since I was a kid, want to meet these people who stay in all these other countries and see how their traditions work, see how their culture is, immerse myself into it as well so I can feel what they feel and live how they live and that kind of thing. And like I said, that's something that I've always wanted to do. I may not be able to immerse myself right today, but like I said, that's the point that I'm working up to. So just to let you know, of course, like I said, now I've decided to stop waiting for the perfect time and starting to make it happen. One local adventure, one trip, and one cruise at a time. I made that decision, y'all. Like I said, I just turned 49 a month ago, and I'm like, this shit ain't gonna work. I need to try something different to see if it's gonna work for me. I guess I put it that way. So Here is what on this channel you will see me doing these things. Of course, exploring local events and festivals in Arizona and beyond. Taking you with me on budget-friendly trips and cruises. I said budget-friendly because, like I said, I don't make over $50,000 in all these years I've been working. So budget-friendly, I put it that way. Sharing my love of food, from eats into cruise buffets. You'll see me doing that too. I know I got to get out there to some restaurants. I've only did like a few, but I will get some more done, y'all. Trust me on that one. And giving you quick travel trips and hacks I've learned along the way. Things that's worked for me, from a social worker to a content creator. That's what I want to show y'all. And like I said, I know it's not going to happen today. Today is, what is today, Lord? October the 3rd, 2025. But like I said, that is my goal from this point here on out. Is to try to make my dream of not just content creating, but my dream of traveling. And of course, creating the content every place I go to show you what's going on in these areas, how people live, how the culture is, how the food is, all that type of thing. Like I said, that's something that I've always wanted to do, and I'm going to make that happen. I'm going to make that happen. I put it that way. So let me tell you, I'm going to be documenting my real journey from working full-time to creating content to eventually traveling the world. I'm saying that today, October the 3rd, 2025. At what time? 8:28 in the morning. Yes, I'm scared. I'm scared as hell. I'm excited too, but I'm definitely scared as hell. My partner is backing me on this too. He was the one who told me I need to get out there and do it if that's what I keep talking about. Go ahead and see what happens. He told me the same thing too, and I'm getting out there to see if it's going to happen. So he definitely supports me on this too. But like I said, yes, I'm excited, very excited to get seeing things and doing things. But I am scared as hell because I have no idea where this is going to go. I don't know what's going to happen with my job. At some point, I will run out of vacation time. I will run out. I can't use the sick time for the traveling, but like I said, I will run out of all those things. So of course, when I'm taking trips, at some point, I will not be getting paid for those trips. So of course, my paycheck will be short. So I'm going to have to figure out how this shit's going to happen. But like I said, I'm going to figure it out, y'all. Don't worry. And like I said, I'm definitely going to take y'all on along the way too, so I can tell y'all and show y'all and keep documenting my journey on these things, so y'all can know that if you're a social worker, if you're a teacher, if you're anybody that's making less than $50,000 a month, and you've been doing this stuff for 20, 30 years, you can make it happen too. Like I said, I want you to come along with me as I figure this out step by step. You have to, because I know you want to see my journey too, y'all. Trying to figure out how I'm going to make this work. I don't know yet, but like the shit's going to work. I put it that way. It's going to work. So I do want to let you know that I do have a trip coming up, a cruise coming up in November. And of course, I did schedule another trip in January. I was scared as hell to schedule it, of course, or to book it, because I'm like, okay, now I got to find a hotel, get flights. I knew all that stuff going in. But like I said, I'll tell y'all more about those cruises and that kind of thing coming up soon. But like I said, definitely I want to make sure that you know what my journey is and what's going on and where I'm starting at. I'm starting from the same things that a lot of y'all are starting at, working full-time, running a part-time cookie business, and trying to make my dream of travel and content creating happen and possible. So if you love food, travel, and seeing what's possible when you follow your dreams, then hit that subscribe button, y'all, and join me on this adventure. Yes, it's going to be a crazy adventure, I'm pretty sure. I can tell you that. My next big trip is coming up soon. Like I said, it's coming up in November, and I cannot wait to share with y'all. I cannot wait, y'all. And like I said, I'll tell y'all more about the trips I got coming up, what's going on, possibly how it's going to look. No, not how it's going to look, but I guess what's going on and what I was able to do. How I was able to do it too. So like I said, I'll definitely let y'all know. So like I said, definitely make sure that you get subscribed to the channel to follow me along with this journey. Like I said, from working full time to traveling the world, I'm hoping at some point, I know that's going to happen. That is in my plan, as always has been. And to, of course, creating the content to, of course, help me travel. I guess I put it that way as well. Because, of course, as y'all know, and I'm sure y'all not dumb to this at all, I'm pretty sure if you're creating content on all these platforms, at some point somebody will pay you. That's the point I'm trying to get to. Because I still need to pay my damn bills and stuff where I'm still living. I have a home here in the Tucson area, so we still got to pay for that. My partner's working, yes. But, of course, we split the bills because it's so expensive to live here. So I still got to make some money, I guess, in some type of way. And like I said, I'm going to take y'all along for that journey and tell y'all how I do it piece by piece, y'all. So join me. I hope that you definitely join me. Like I said, subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell to receive all the videos that upload from this point here on out. And I thank y'all. I thank God. I thank you all for listening to me this morning. And like I said, this is what I'm looking forward to. And like I said, I don't know how I'm going to make it happen fully at this point. I don't know, but I'm starting off little by little. That's all I can tell you. So like I said, y'all, with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out, y'all. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. And let me know who you are and whether this is something that you're wanting to do as well. So let me know in the comments, y'all. Peace out and have a good one.